Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing great. Today's lesson is about national income, prepared by Mr. Rasheed. Definition and basic concepts. National income is a term used to measure the monetary value of the flow of the output of goods and services produced in an economy over a period of time, usually a year. Basic concepts of national income. Gross domestic product, GDP. Gross domestic product measures the total output in the domestic economy. It is the total monetary value of all final goods and services produced within a country during a specific period of time, usually a year. Gross national product, GNP. GNP is the market value of all final goods and services produced by nationals of the country during a specified period of time, usually a year. It follows from this definition that all goods and services produced by the nationals of the country, within or outside, are embodied in the GNP. Net National Product, NNP. NNP is the net money value of final goods and services produced in an economy in a time period, usually a year. It is obtained by deducting capital consumption allowance from GNP. National income, NI. This is the sum of all incomes earned by the factors of production in the economy during a specified period of time, usually a year. The national income measures the costs of the economic resources which have gone into the current production of this year's output. Hence, it gives us the value of output at factors cost rather than at market prices. Methods of computing national income. The product output method. Under this method, the value of all goods and services in a given economy during a particular period, example a year, are added or exaggerated or aggregated. This method requires 3 stages, which are: the first stage in the aggregation process is to determine the value of goods and services produced within the geographical boundaries of a country, known as gross domestic product at market prices. The second stage is to determine GDP at factor cost. Market prices are used to convert real values into monetary values to arrive at GDP. These values are distorted because of indirect taxes and subsidies and do not reflect the factor cost of output. GDP at factor cost equals GDP minus indirect taxes plus subsidies. The third stage in using this product method is to calculate the gross national product at factor prices, GNP. GNP measures the final monetary value of goods and services produced by Nigerian-owned factors of production, whether they are located in Nigeria or overseas. GNP equals GDP plus or minus net property income, NPI. The income method. This method values GDP as the sum of final incomes earned by factors of production located in the country for the production of goods and services for a defined accounting period. The expenditure method. Under the expenditure method, GDP is the sum of the final expenditure on goods and services produced in a country measured at market prices. There are 4 main spending sectors: household consumption, firms, government, and foreign sectors. Symbolically, GDP, C plus 1 plus G plus X minus M. where C equals household spending on consumption, I, capital investment spending measured as gross private domestic investment, G, general government spending, X minus M equals net exports. These consist of exports of goods and services minus imports of goods and services. Use of national income estimates. Indices of economic welfare, national income estimates, particularly the per capita income, is a very useful indicator of economic welfare. 2. Used for economic planning. National income estimates are used to determine the savings and investment potential rate of economic growth of a country. 3. Helps policymakers to understand the economic structure of a country. The product approach provides detailed information on the contributions of the various sectors and subsectors of the economy. 4. Used to approximate the potential demand. Per capita income data is used to estimate demand for various commodities. This is a very useful piece of information for potential investors. An investor will be interested in per capita income because generally the higher the per capita income, all other things being equal, the higher will be the demand for goods and services. 5. National income estimates are used to determine the subscriptions of nations to international bodies, example, IMF, IBRD, UN, ECOWAS, etc., to which they belong. 6. National income estimates are also useful as a basis for intertemporal and international comparison of living standards. These estimates make it possible for comparison of standard of living of 2 or more countries. In this respect, the per capita income in real terms is normally used. In addition, the performance of an economy after planned period can be ascertained by comparing the size of the national income before the plan with the national income after the implementation of the plan. This is known as intertemporal comparison. The national income statistics of different countries can be compared. This type of comparison is called the international comparison. Problems of measuring national income. Multiple or double counting. This has to do with intermediate goods, intermediate expenditure, and transfer payment. There is the likelihood of valuing, for example, cassava and gari, counting expenditure and materials for making soot, as well as the soot and counting incomes earned not for productive activities, transfer payment. If this happens, the value of total output will be grossly exaggerated. This problem is avoided to a very large degree by taking notes of only the value added or final expenditure and excluding transfer payments. Marketability of goods. National income is the money value of goods and services produced in a given period. A problem arises in connection with goods and services that are not exchanged through the market. Depreciation. Capital stock wears and tears when used to produce goods or to render services. We account for this as depreciation or capital allowance. To arrive at NNP, depreciation is subtracted from GNP. Inadequate statistical data. One basic problem of estimating national income is the lack of statistical data. This problem is more pronounced in developing countries. Individuals, business firms, and the government at times do not keep proper records of incomes, output, and expenditure. Problems of measuring national income continues. Price level changes. National income is measured in terms of money whose value changes from time to time. It is therefore difficult to make a stable valuation of national income. This problem is dealt with by expressing national income estimates in real terms in constant prices. National income records legal incomes of goods and services. This means illegal incomes are excluded. This may pose a practical problem to the national income accountants, since some illegal incomes may find their way into the national income. Okay, now let's go to the revision questions. Please attempt to answer these questions according to what we taught today. Question number 1. Which of the following expressions best describes the GDP factor cost? A. GDP subsidies plus indirect. A. GDP minus subsidies plus indirect taxes. B. GDP minus indirect taxes plus subsidies. C. GDP plus indirect taxes plus subsidies. D. Indirect taxes plus subsidies minus GDP. E. Subsidies minus indirect taxes plus GDP. Question number 2. Using the income method of computing the national income of the country, which of the following are excluded? A. Value added. B. Net wages. C. Transfer payments. D. Interest and dividends earned. E. Final values of goods. 3. Which of the following measures the value of goods and services produced within a given country or for a given year? A. GNP. B. NNP. C. NNI. D. Per capita income. E. GDP. Question number 4. The following are problems associated with the national income computation except A. Changes in price level. B. Depreciation. C. Double counting. D. Adequate statistical data. E. Illegal incomes. Question number 5. In a two-sector circular flow model, the factor services are provided by the A. Firms and households. B. Households. C. Firms. D. Government. E. Foreign nations. Alright everyone, thanks for listening, and please answer the questions. If you had any questions, you can comment below or send us a message. Thank you very much. Take care.